At the beginning of my freshman year of high school, I lost a lot of my self-confidence. Prior to high school, I was a very energetic preteen who always told herself that the most important thing was to know your worth, be proud of who you are, and to always try and seek happiness in everything you do. I never thought that these beliefs would be so challenged at a young age. However, when I came into high school, I started to feel the pressure of being a high schooler who had to navigate her way through high school. I wondered why I felt this way, why I never felt that I was good enough, and why I never had self-confidence. In a recent US teen study called Monitoring the Future, they found that in 2013, there was a sudden uptick of teenagers who had symptoms of depression. These symptoms included not enjoying life and/or thinking that they can't do anything right. In the 2015 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, they found that the suicide rate for teenagers 12 to 14 tripled in 2015. They also found that 50% more teens in 2015 than in 2008 were diagnosed with clinical depression. They also found that the amount of teens hospitalized for suicidal thoughts doubled in 2015. So why are teens so unhappy? Well, I do think that there's a lot of pressure on teenagers in our society today. Pressure to get good grades and to work hard so that one day we are able to earn a lot of money. To be smart, but also pretty. I don't think that there's one answer to this question. Our phone provides an unrealistic view of perfection, making one believe that everyone's life is a lot better than yours. It could also be because we believe that to get into a really good college, you have to have an outstanding GPA. And it could also be because of how we define success. It seems that today we define success as having a lot of money and a lot of fame. So what can we do about this issue? Well, first, I think we do have to acknowledge that sometimes teenagers do need medical help in their feelings of unhappiness and depression. But beyond that, based on some things that I've learned in my own life, mixed with a little research, I'd like to share a few things that we can do to lead happier lives. Number one, reduce our use of social media. I think a lot of us use social media too much. Our home is supposed to be our safe space, one where we can be our authentic selves. But our phone is our baggage that toxinates our own home. We begin to feel that it's normal. That's normal to never feel that we're good enough, and that it's normal to constantly be comparing yourselves to others. When I get home, I try and put my phone away. When I do this, I feel that I can be my authentic self again. Number two, don't overschedule yourself. Do what you love, not what just looks good on a college application. As a teenager, I have always felt, and I'm sure some of you can agree, that sometimes we feel that we are never doing enough. But that doesn't mean that we should compile a bunch of things and add to our schedule just to add stuff to our resumes, doing things that we don't really enjoy. This year, when I was trying to pick my classes for next year, I was about to take an AP Science class. I told myself that it was because I thought it would be fun and it would be a challenge, but in reality, it would just add to my schedule and my already busy schedule. As teenagers, I think a lot of us think that unstructured time equals laziness. However, experts say that unstructured time is essential in discovering who you are and what you're passionate about. I always try to create extra time for myself. During this time, I sing, dance, write, read, anything that makes me feel good. When I do this, I feel more energized and ready to handle life's obstacles. Number three, practice gratitude and acts of kindness. Researchers from University of Minnesota and University of Florida had a study that showed that gratitude journals lowers your stress levels, makes you have more optimism, and helps get a better understanding of what really matters. I started a gratitude journal of my own. Almost every night, I write in my gratitude journal and write everything that made me feel good and everything that I'm grateful for. You don't just have to express gratitude through your journal, though. You can also express gratitude through acts of kindness, whether that's giving someone a compliment or helping someone with their homework. These acts of kindness create neurochemicals in your brain that in turn makes you feel good. Number 4, focus on relationships that make you feel good. For a while, I put my energy into unhealthy relationships. I tried to be perfect, I tried to always say the right thing, and I tried to always feel included. It didn't work. Many teens try to focus on feeling accepted by others, but what we don't realize that when you're trying to fit into a mold that wasn't made for you, it doesn't feel very good. I read this book called The Happiness Equation, and in the first couple of chapters, it talks a lot about how our society has it all wrong. That we have the fixed belief that we work hard to reach success, and then one day we find our happiness, telling ourselves that if we just do this one more thing, we will be happy, putting our happiness to the side. I think that this is what's killing our teens. Happiness comes first. What we need to remember is that at the end of the day, people don't remember everything you've done. People don't remember how much money was in your bank account or how many AP classes you took. People remember who you were as a person and how you made them feel. It is time that we change our perception of our happiness, because it's our own lives that we are saving. Thank you.